In today's Author Spotlight, we're exploring how to improve our relationships. A lot of help I need in. Karen Garvey is here with her book, Begin Here, Discover Love, the Foundation for All Else. Good morning, and I'll tell you what, a lot of folks, both young and old, need help in their relationships because folks are mainly wanting to kind of think about themselves all the time these days, don't they?
That's very true. It's very true. And I like to focus on all relationships, not just our relationships with our romantic partners. And there are different tools you can use that help you to be successful, whether it's with your neighbor, your boss, your siblings, your parents, and then, of course, in romance. But I agree, it's not a self-centered pursuit if you want to have a relationship with somebody that means something and that is fulfilling.
And a part of that is not getting into a judgmental state a lot of times as well.
As a matter of fact, yes, that's one of my major tips that I speak about, is to curb your judgment. There's a reason that we judge people, and it's because when we come through childhood, we might not be as connected to our own love of selves as we should have been. And so what we do is we use comparisons, and we say, well, if I think this about you and I'm a little bit above, then temporarily it gives us a feeling that we are okay or that we are worthy. But if you keep using a comparison and a judgment to determine your own worth, then you're not going to have meaningful, satisfying relationships that are built on a foundation of mutual respect.
Don't you feel that that's a natural thing to do, though, for us to do that sort of thing?
It is very natural.
We have to kind of curb that, though, as you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. It's natural, but if you focus on it and you make the intention to let go of judgment, you can actually reduce your judgment by paying attention to it. Wow. It's listening to your own thoughts. It's listening to the voice in your head and how you're looking at things. And it's accepting that everybody is doing the best that they can within their level of awareness. And when you start to really recognize that, you accept that everybody has their own story. So it's not for you to judge their story or their appearance or their background or their wealth or anything like that.
And a lot of times what people say that something has come into perspective over the last several years is to utilize that filter. Make sure that before you say something, before you do something, let things filter through and really think about what you're going to do or what you're going to say.
Yes, pause. You must have excellent relationships.
I've had several excellent relationships. Well, what we're looking at though is really working with individuals and making sure that we all understand each other.
Yes, most definitely. And another thing that I find is that we're always seeking improvements in other people, and we want to encourage them to make changes. But then we tend to brand or label people as having been their past. So it's also important that if you want to encourage positive change, you have to make room for that change and then acknowledge it when it appears, so that they feel that it's worthy and that they're being noticed, so that it'll help them to want to make different changes and improvements in the future as well.
And I think there was a soul song that was written years and years ago that kind of brings everything to perspective, and that was R-E-S-P-E-C-T, respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's interesting. My coaching program is called Soul Smart.
Very good. Thank you so much.
It was really great to meet you. Thank you.
Stay with us. We've got more coming up right after the break.